It's strawberry season, which means it's time to put those strawberries to good use, like in this delicious strawberry chocolate chip bread. The bread is bursting with sweet strawberries, warm melted chocolate, and the texture is fantastic. If you're new here, I'm Melanie with Inspired Epicurean. We share delicious vegan recipes and sustainable lifestyle tips for a greener, more vibrant future. Are you ready to make some strawberry chocolate chip bread? Let's get started. Of course, we're gonna start with our diced strawberries. I just did kind of a rough dice on these, but I reserved one strawberry to make slices that are a little bigger like this, just to kind of top the bread. Totally optional, do what you want there. We have our vegan chocolate chips. You might see I have a mix of regular size and mini here. That's just because the store was out of what I needed. So we're gonna experiment a little bit with that today. We have our unbleached all-purpose flour. Then we have, for the rest of our dry ingredients, baking powder, baking soda, as well as some salt. To make our egg, we're gonna take some water and flax meal, combine it, and it will thicken up into a really nice egg replacement. We have our organic granulated sugar, because organic sugar is what's vegan in the US. We're gonna make some plant-based buttermilk with unsweetened soy milk and some actual fresh lemon juice. We have coconut oil that will melt down before adding to the rest of the ingredients, and you can't have a baked good without pure vanilla extract, so that's what we have here. One quick note, pro tip, whatever you want to call it, try to keep the liquid ingredients as close to room temperature as possible. And what that means is just don't take the milk straight out of the refrigerator, pour it, and then immediately combine it with your melted coconut oil. You don't want the milk too cold, and you don't want the hot coconut oil too hot. If you mix them together and their temperatures are polar opposites, the cold milk will make the coconut oil seize, and you'll get little baby shards of coconut oil throughout your batter, and that's not what you want at all. So just try to give the milk a little time to come to room temperature, and the melted coconut oil to cool off just a little bit when you're done. First, let's make our flax meal egg by combining the flax meal and water, then setting aside to thicken. You can place it in the cooler refrigerator to accelerate thickening. Then go ahead and add the lemon juice to the plant-based milk, stir and set aside to let it curdle and turn into vegan buttermilk. All right, now it's time to melt the coconut oil. And you can either use a double broiler, or you can do what I'm doing here, adding it directly to a saucepan over low heat and stirring until clear. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Whisk together the dry ingredients, which includes the flour, baking powder, and soda, and salt until evenly combined. In a larger bowl, stir together the wet ingredients. Again, make sure the temperature isn't too different between the ingredients before doing this. Then slowly stir the dry ingredients into the wet. Be careful only to mix until no large flour clumps remain to prevent overmixing. And we can't forget the goodies. Gently fold in the chopped strawberries and then the vegan chocolate chips. Pour the batter into a parchment-lined loaf pan. Add a few extra slices of strawberry and chocolate chips on top if you'd like. It just gives it a nice elevated appearance. Bake for 50 to 60 minutes on the center rack of your oven, or until a skewer inserted in the center comes out clean. Allow to cool in the loaf pan before transferring to a wire cooling rack. The parchment paper makes this step a little easier. Then serve warm. I'm gonna go ahead and dive in because I've waited long enough. I'm gonna get a little strawberry, a little chocolate in here. It's all melty with the chocolate. So good. Okay. It's like chocolate covered strawberries in bread form, which warm, comforting, but you have the burst of summer strawberries. It is so good. And honestly, this makes a great brunch, but thanks to the chocolate, if you wanted to serve it for dessert too, or have it as a snack. Do whatever you want with it. It is delicious. Keep this low waste by saving the strawberry tops to put in a smoothie or make a simple syrup. I'll link to that recipe in the description. Either skip the parchment paper completely or use a compostable version. Choose organic sugar from a brand that practices regenerative farming. For the full recipe, be sure to check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on the side of the screen. Don't forget, like and subscribe for more content inspired by plants and made with love. I'll see you in the next video.